Got the boxes in the hallway, paint still drying on the walls. Everything we thought was steady turns out it could roll and fall. Mama's picture wrapped in paper, baby shoes inside a pan, laughing just to keep from crying, saying, Lord, what is your plan? I'll take the back roads and the detours. If you're sitting in the passenger seat, every closed door, every hard turn, you're still writing what I can't see. When the map don't match my pages and the ground moves under my feet, I'll keep trusting Jesus through the changes, 'cause I know you're still holding me. Boss man called me in on Monday, said we're gonna have to let you go. Felt that floor of good intentions drop out from me down below. Drove home past the old white chapel, windows glowing soft and gold. Pulled in, sat there in the silence, heard you whisper to my soul. You were there in the hospital waiting room there, when we drove off on our honeymoon there, when I signed papers I never dreamed I'd sign. You were there in the ashes and the morning light, same strong hand in the darkest night. If you're in the story, I know I'll be alright. I'll take the back roads and the detours. If you're sitting in the passenger seat, every closed door, every hard turn, you're still writing what I can't see. When the map don't match my pages and the ground moves under my feet, I'll keep trusting Jesus through the changes, 'cause I know you're still holding me. Yeah, I know you're still holding me. Coffee's cold on the table, sun's high but the blinds still drawn. Phone keeps ringing from the bedroom, I just let it ring on. Every step feels like a mountain, every breath feels 3 miles long. I'm too tired to say much of anything, except, Lord, I'm not that strong. When my hands can't lift, your arms still hold. When my fire's out, you breathe in my soul. When my last bit of brave is already gone, you're the heart still beating, carrying me on. I am weak, strong in the grave when it looked like you lost. So when I reach my end, when I can't hold on, you whisper, child, remember, I've been strong all Coffee's gone cold on the counter. I'm still replaying what they said. Keep turning over every slide till it burns inside my chest. I bring it up in every prayer, like a case I have to win. You just listen while I argue, then you whisper once again. Let this bitter heart go, lay it down at my feet. You've carried that stone till it's cut you too deep. I took the nails, I took the blame, forgave the ones who drove them in. Let this bitter heart go and let my mercy showing me your scars, how you loved when it wasn't fair. If grace was only for the worthy, I'd be lost, still standing there. Let this bitter heart go, lay it down at my feet. You've carried that stone till it's cut you too deep. I took the nails, I took the blame, forgave the ones who drove them in. Let this bitter heart go. I don't feel ready, but I'm kneeling, name by name, I speak it out. I let you into all that anger, you turn that fire into a shout. I'm free on my lips, it feels strange, but heaven knows it's true. The hurt still hurts, but it don't own me, 'cause I'm handing it to you. Let this bitter heart go, lay it down at my feet. You've carried that stone till it's cut you too deep. I took the nails, I took the blame, forgave the ones who drove them in. Let this bitter heart go. Your chair's still there by the window in the den. Coffee ring on the table like you're walking again. I stare at the phone, half expecting it to ring, but all I hear is quiet and my own heart shaking thin. Jesus, I can't hold this hurt alone. I'm standing here with pieces of a life that's gone, but you meet me in the middle of the tears I can't control. When I've got empty arms, you've got arms to hold. got arms to hold. I drove past that church where we wore our Sunday best. I could almost hear you laughing in that faded floral dress. The preacher said you're faithful, but tonight my faith feels small. So I'm sitting in the driveway, just trying to make that call. You say, blessed are the broken, blessed are the weak. You're sitting in the ashes, you're weeping when I weep. You carried every heartbreak all the way to that cross. So I'm laying down this sorrow, you know, every kind of loss. You say, blessed are the broken, blessed are the weak. You're sitting in the ashes, you're weeping when I weep. You carried every heartbreak all the way to that cross. So I'm laying down this sorrow, you know, every kind of loss. Headlines on the TV glow, another heartbreak, another storm. Coffee's getting cold on the counter, I'm tired clear down to the bone. People passing by on the sidewalk, eyes fixed on a tiny screen. Feels like everybody's shouting and nobody hears a thing. But I still got Jesus when the world turns cold, when the weight gets heavy. He's the hand I hold when the night keeps talking, saying I'm alone. I lean on the promise I've always known. I still got Jesus, I still got Jesus, and He still got me. Boss says, son, we're cutting hours, bills stacked up by the door. Friends who swore they'd always be here ain't around much anymore. I walk that gravel road at sunset, talk to heaven like a friend, tell Him all the things that scare me, feel that peace rolling again. When the church lights fade on Sunday and it's just me in the dark, I remember every rescue, every time He held my heart. This world can turn its back on me, He never turns away, but He never turns away. But I still got Jesus when the world turns cold, when the weight gets heavy. He's the hand I hold when the night keeps talking, saying I'm alone. I lean on the promise I've always known. I still got Jesus, I still got Jesus. Slept again by Thursday night. Said I'd stop that old habit. Found myself in the same old fight. Head hung low in the mirror. Couldn't even hold my own eyes. Just a heart full of I'm sorry, and a mouth too tired to try. But you say I'm yours. When I'm broken, you call me brave. When I feel ashamed, you take my fear, turn it into faith. You write forgiven over my mistakes, and I stand up strong on a grace I can't explain. Jesus, you got me back on my feet again. You sat alone in that Sunday pew while everyone stood to sing. Heard the preacher talk redemption, felt like it was meant for me. Then I whispered, Lord, I'm empty. If you want this message, yours. And like sunlight through that stained glass, hope came crashing through my soul. But you say I'm yours. When I'm broken, you call me brave. When I feel ashamed, you take my fear, turn it into faith. You write forgiven over my mistakes. I'm not the sum of every stumble, not every promise that I broke. You call me child, you call me chosen. You breathe courage in my bones. Now when the old lies start their talking, and that old shame creeps back in, I just lean into your promise, and I get back up again, singing. You say I'm yours. When I'm broken, you call me brave. When I feel ashamed, you take my fear, turn it into faith. You write forgiven over my mistakes. You died forgiven. Coffee's gone cold on the table. Sun's coming up, but it feels so gray. Pray those same words in the kitchen, feels like they just float away. Bills in a stack on the counter, doctor's note folded in my glove box. I'm staring down another long Monday, wondering if he ever looks my way. So I hold on to the hand that holds me when the night runs longer than the dawn. When my faith feels paper thin and lonely, and every bit of strength Mama keeps texting me verses. Daddy just says, son, keep your chin up. Preacher keeps talking about promise, but promise don't always feel like enough. Still there's that cross on my dashboard, little gold chain on my rear view, catching that light in the traffic like it's saying, hey, I'm still here with you. Maybe my hope's out of focus, maybe my heart's just tired, but you walk roads full of sorrow, you know every step through the fire. So if all I've got's one whisper, Jesus, shaking like a leaf in the storm, that's the rope I'm wrapping around my soul. That's the way my heart holds on. So I hold on to the hand that holds me, Jesus. I hold on to the hand that holds me, to the hand that holds me, Jesus. I hold on to you. Sat in my truck past midnight, head on the wheel, heart in the dirt, every bad choice on replay, each one heavier than the last word. Dust on my Bible on the dash, cross on the mirror, turned around. I said, Lord, if you still listen, I'm out of ways to dig back out. You lifted me up from the weight of my shame, hands full of mercy calling my name. Where I saw failure, you saw a child. You broke through the dark with a father's smile. There in the mess where I hid my face, Jesus, you met me in that place. You lifted me up from the weight of my shame. Thought I had to fix it first, clean up my life and maybe come, but you walked right into my wreckage, sat in the silence, didn't run. You touched the part I never mentioned, the secret scars I never show. You said, son, I paid that debt already, and something in me let it go. You lifted me up from the weight of my shame, hands full of mercy calling my name. Where I saw failure, you saw a child. You broke through the dark with a father's smile. There in the mess where I hid my face, Jesus, you met me in that place. Dad's eyes tired and distant. Mom says I just ain't able. Kids hide in their bedrooms, turn the TV loud. I'm staring at the ceiling, feeling lost in this house. But I find peace in Jesus when this home feels like a storm. When our words cut like a winter, He's the fire keeping us warm. When my faith feels fragile and my heart is coming apart, I find peace in Jesus. He holds this broken heart. Sunday came and we skipped it, said we needed our rest. But rest never really finds us, just this weight on our chests. I drive out past the mailbox, parked by that old oak tree, fold my hands on the steering wheel, say, Lord, can you help me? But I find peace in Jesus when this home feels like a storm. When our words cut like a winter, He's the fire keeping us warm. When my faith feels fragile and my heart is coming apart, I find peace in Jesus. He holds this broken heart. I don't need you to fix us in a moment. I just need you to sit in this room, at the sink, in the hall, in the silence. Turn this fight into something you can use. Teach us how to listen when we're angry, how to hold when we wanna run. You're the hope in the middle of our hurting. You're the Father who calls us His sons. Kids fighting in the hallway, bills stacked by the sink, cold coffee on the counter, my patience on the brink. I step out to the back porch, hands shaking, heart worn thin. Say, Lord, I can't fix this. And that's when you step in. You are my peace in the whirlwind, calm in the chaos of this house. When every word turns into warfare and I just want a way out, you hold this breaking family closer than I ever knew. I don't see the whole road, Jesus, but my peace in you. is gone, but grace sits in the middle of the mess we're standing on. We're learning how to listen, we're learning how to stay, 'cause you're already in this house, Lord, showing us the way. Kids' shoes by the doorway, unpaid bills on the table. We said things in the kitchen we wish we could take back. Slammed doors, raised voices. I walked out to the driveway, sat down on the cooler, felt my heart start to crack. And you met me in the middle of my mess, right there between the gravel and the grass. I laid down all the anger and the weight I couldn't carry. You lifted up this tired, stubborn dad. I found peace in Jesus, right here where the hurt still lives. You didn't change the storm around my house, you changed the storm inside my chest. Sunday shoes, restless children, we slide in 10 minutes late, singing words I'd heard 1,000 times, but they cut deep that day. Her hand found mine in the quiet, tears fell on the hymn book. Pastor said, he's in your hardest place, and I finally understood. I hear it in my daughter's laughter, see it when my boy forgives, in the cracks of our old front porch. That's where grace keeps growing in. I don't have all the answers, but I know who holds this home. When we fall apart together, he's the one we're leaning on. I hear it in my daughter's laughter, see it when my boy forgives, in the cracks of our old front porch. That's where grace keeps growing in. Ha-da-da-da-da-da-da. Used to fill these pews on Sunday, Granddad's Bible in my hands, underlined and worn from leaning on a faith I'd borrowed from that. And then the questions hit like thunder, left that book up on a shelf, tried to walk this road in shadows, saying I was fine all by myself. Then Jesus, you walked into my midnight, turned that small town silence into praise. Oh, Jesus, you met me in the wreckage, didn't turn away from all my shame. You didn't old church windows glowing soft and gold. Heard the choir through the gravel, like a memory calling home. Pulled on in and killed the engine, sat there scared to step inside, till I felt you in the stillness, saying, son, I've been here the whole time. And Jesus, you walked into my midnight, turned that small town silence into praise. Oh, Jesus, you met me in the wreckage, didn't turn away from all my shame. You didn't need my answers all those years. I thought I lost you, you were steady, I was gone. Every doubt became an altar where you wrote a truer song. Now my hallelujah's cracked and honest, but it's truer than before, 'cause I know the one who found me bleeding on that church house floor. Jesus, you renewed my box in the closet, full of jerseys and old ticket stubs. Thought I was headed for the big time, for the lights and the buzz. That door slammed quiet, just an email, son, today's your last day. Sat in that parking lot crying, asking God, did you look the other way? When my dreams fall down like dust on my plans, when the right now turns to I don't understand, when the road I drew up turns to mud beneath my hands, I'm learning to trust Jesus more than what I think I am. Yeah, I'm laying down my blueprints, reaching for his scars, not my plans. Ring on her finger, then the silence, papers on the floor. Preacher said forever, but forever walked right out the door. Sunday I shuffled to the back pew, head hanging low. Old hymns started rising, I felt a hand say, child, I still won't let you go. All of my Sundays scattered like leaves in the wind, but the stone that they rolled from his grave still stands where my hope began. So I'll trust him in the ruins and the roads that twist and bend, 'cause the one who holds tomorrow never needed my plans to all of my Sundays scattered like leaves in the wind, but the stone that they rolled from his grave still stands where my hope begins. So I'll trust him in the ruins and the roads that twist and bend, 'cause the one who holds tomorrow never needed my plans to win. Bills on the table, dust on the Bible, same old coffee, cold in my hand. Phone full of faces, but I felt forgotten, like every prayer just hit the fan. I said, if you're out there, I sure could use a sign. And something in the quiet stirred this stubborn heart of mine. Jesus brought light to my darkest morning, turned that long, long night into a brand new day. In the middle of a mess, He met me anyway. Now every step I take, I see it shining. On this broken road He's making straight my way. Jesus brought light, Jesus brought light, Jesus brought light to my life of Same old driveway, but the fears look smaller. Sun through the window caught that old cross on the wall. I heard you're still my child down in my trouble, like mercy running through every fall. Now when the storm clouds stack up across the sky, I remember that first whisper and the way you dried my eyes. Jesus brought light to my darkest morning, turned that long, long night into a brand new day. In the middle of a mess, He met me anyway. Now every step I take, I see it shining. On this broken road He's making straight my way. Jesus brought light, Jesus brought light, Jesus brought light. From the bottle to the altar, from that couch to a pew, from I'm done to I'm trusting, Lord, You pulled me through. Now when the night tries to steal my song, I just call Your name, and the dark is gone. I was holding on to her like a habit. Every Sunday in the back row, head down low, smiles on my face, but I couldn't fake it. Even hymns felt heavy in my throat. Then the preacher read about the broken, how You came for the lost and the least. Felt a crack run right through my defenses when You whispered Your peace over me. That's the way my heart heals, slow and steady in Your scarred hands. You take every shattered piece, turn it all into a second chance. I never knew forgiveness could feel this real, this strong, this gentle. Jesus, You're Yeah, you loved me first on my darkest day. That's the way my heart heals, slow and steady in your scarred hands. You take every shattered piece, turn it all into a second chance. I never knew forgiveness could feel this real, this strong, this gentle. Jesus, you're teaching this wounded heart to love again. Calendars full of question marks, plans laid out in broken lines. Coffee's cold, phone won't stop, still I'm stuck inside my mind. I've been staring at the rear view, driving scared of what's ahead. White-knuckled on this soul wheel, heart racing with what ifs and dread. So I'm taking my hands off the wheel, Jesus. You can have this hurry, have this fear. Every mile, every tear, every season, I'm laying it all right here. When the road disappears and the night feels real, I'll trust who's holding me instead of what I feel. I'm taking my hands off the wheel. News keeps shouting worst days tales, neighbors talking worried tones. Weather's wild, the world feels strange, feels like shifting sand and stone. But you fed a crowd with almost nothing, calmed a storm with just your word. If you can speak and seas go silent, you can steady this heart first. I'm taking my hands off the wheel, Jesus. You can have this hurry, have this fear. Every mile, every tear, every season, I'm laying it all right here. When the road disappears and the night feels real, I'll trust who's holding me instead of what I feel. You see the bends I never see, you know the place you're leading me. When I can't trace the map at all, I'll follow just the one who calls. You walk the hill, you wore the thorns, you've carried me through every storm. So here and now I choose again to let you lead, to let you in. I'm taking my hands off the wheel, Jesus. You can have this hurry, have this fear. Every mile, every tear, every season, I'm laying it all right here. When the road disappears and the night feels real, I'm taking my hands off the wheel. Midnight on the back road, headlights cut a narrow line. Heart racing, something awful, every shadow playing with my mind. Hands shaking on the steering wheel, breathing like I'm barely here. Then your name slips through my lips and I can almost feel you near. You're closer than my fear, closer than the dark around me. Standing in the quiet where nobody else can see. day trying hard not to cry. I walked out to that parking lot, felt the weight of every year. Then your whisper hit my weakness. I'm right here when the night won't break and my faith feels small. You're the steady ground under it all. When I can't hold on, you're already here, standing in the space between my hope and fear. When the night won't break and my faith feels small, you're the steady ground under it all. When I can't hold on, you're already here, standing in the space between my hope and fear. Sun's up, but I'm still tired. Coffee's cold on the kitchen sink. Got a smile that's all for show, and a heart that's on the brink. Bills stacked on the Bible, phone buzzing like a swarm of bees. I'm worn thin like Sunday pages that I've turned in my need. I find my strength in Jesus when I've got nothing left to give. When my tears run like a river and I forget how to live. When my hands are barely holding to a hope I cannot see. I find my strength in Jesus, 'cause He's still holding me. I drive past that little chapel, paint peeling on the wooden sign. Come to me, you weary, I swear that verse was mine. So I pull into the gravel, sit and talk under my breath. It's just me again, I'm empty. He says, child, come and rest. I find my strength in Jesus when I've got nothing left to give. When my tears run like a river and I forget how to live. When my hands are barely holding to a hope I cannot see. I find my strength in Jesus, 'cause He's still holding me. When my faith feels paper thin, He reminds me where I've been. Through the storms and through the fire, He's the pulse beneath my tires. So I lay it all down, every burden, every fear. In the quiet of His presence, I can finally hear. I find my strength in Jesus when I've got nothing left to give. When my tears run like Thought I knew the map by heart, chased every shiny sign I saw, burned up every bridge I crossed, till I had nowhere left at all. Dust on my Bible in the backseat, voice in my chest I tried to mute, but in the quiet of that breakdown, I heard you speak the simple truth. You turned me back to the gravel road, where the grass is high and the stories are old. You said, son, come home, you were never alone. Pulled me out of the lies I chose. Now I'm walking in a different stride, head up high with your hand in mine. You took a lost soul, running from the proof. Jesus, you led me back to purpose and truth. Didn't meet me in a steeple, you met me crying by my truck. Ashes in an old blue coffee cup, hard like a field gone rough. You showed me faces I'd forgotten, all the love I pushed away. Said I gave you a brief for more than this, come and follow me today. You turned me back to the gravel road, where the grass is high and the stories are old. You said, son, come home, you were never alone. Pulled me out of the lies I chose. Now I'm walking in a different stride, head up high with your hand in mine. You took a lost soul, running from the proof. Jesus, you led me back to purpose and truth. Call my name, you light up every pothole with a mercy that don't shame. You turn my fear into a prayer now, my wandering into proof that even when I lose myself, you don't ever lose. Doctor said we'll see, you said trust in me, but I'm still waiting on that healing. Clock keeps turning slow, tears that never show, in the pew but barely breathing. Still gonna praise you when the mountain doesn't move, hands up shaking, but my heart is holding you. I don't see the ending, but I know your word is true. If the answer changes, you don't, still gonna praise you. hear